Gunline, gunline, gunline. Fire mission coming down. I'm your host, Lopez. And with me, as always, now, I got OJC. What it do, Cruz?
What's going on, man? What's up?
Living the fucking dream. So, what's going on, everybody? I'd like to thank you all for coming here and spending some time with us on the Midweek Memo. Today, we got a 3-rounder going on so far, and we'll fucking disperse those fucking rounds as soon as we get to them. But let's go ahead and get rid of us what Cruz calls the elephant in the fucking room. All right, we got to talk about it because there's nothing, well, because it's all on everybody's fucking mind. President fucking elect Biden, what is up? That motherfucker won.
I don't think we're gonna have 100% anything until next month. I think Georgia's already called for recounts, and I think Pennsylvania is probably gonna go that way, and maybe Michigan or Wisconsin too. So I don't think we're gonna be. It's gonna be like 2000. We didn't have an answer for over a month afterwards. I think that's what's gonna happen again.
Well, I'm happy for it to be over. In my mind, it's over. I don't care. It doesn't bother me who the fuck is up there. Vote local if you want to fucking make real change in your neighborhoods. But there's a balance of powers, which is the Congress, the Senate, and then the president. So yeah, it's not like the one motherfucker can make all the change himself. And if there's fraud going on, which I know is on everybody's mind.
And the thing is, and maybe there wasn't any fraud that took place. Maybe there wasn't, but you didn't have to give the perception of fraud. You didn't have to do shit that would make it seem like that's some questionable stuff, And maybe nothing did happen, but why open that door? Why ban people from watching or make them stand really far away? Like, why give us the opportunity that now we have to wait over a month?
Yeah,
they opened that door for that to happen. And one more thing before we move on, I don't think it's going to be over for a while. Mm-hmm. Not the election, but I mean the other stuff. I don't think it's going to be over for a while. Conservatives and Trump supporters are not going to forget how they've been treated for the last 4 years.
Oh, I agree.
You don't get to say, let's be friends now after the shit you did. And like in some cases, physically being attacked. I don't think people are going to forget that. One of our boys, I don't want to say boys, like we haven't talked to him in God knows how long, but Bricker made a post and a bunch of people were on there. Hey, you're the reason for division. You're the reason for that. Mm-hmm. Like, no, man, because the last 4 years you didn't have his back. You didn't say it when it was you, when it was Bricker's guy, you were all about being enemies. But now that your guy's in there, so I think Bricker, I don't know if you listen to this, but if you do, keep doing you. Fuck those guys. But I will say, not one of the people in the chat, I'm not going to say who it was. It was a female, I believe. She did seem pretty, like, she would call out bull crap when it came from the other side too previously. So I won't lob everyone into that category, but some of the other people reaching out to him like, screw you. You're the reason for this. Man, you were the same ones posting memes that say, play dumb games, get stupid prizes whenever someone got attacked for wearing a MAGA hat. So, it is what it is.
And that's the Jordan Cruz moment. And
yes.
And honestly, I agree with what you just said. I had to take down some posts that I put up earlier on my Facebook because I got tired of getting fucking notifications. I got tired of it.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'm just deleting this shit because to me, what's funny is the hypocrisy, mm-hmm. of when they're calling for everybody to unite under this guy for the past 3 years, they were shitting on a guy, after everybody was saying, let's unite under him, regardless of how we feel. You know what I'm saying? And regardless of how people feel about Trump, if he's racist or not racist, I don't think he's racist. I think he says racial shit, which is funny, but I mean, it's not racist per se. Honestly, I don't give a shit. So we spent our 5 minutes on this bullshit.
Yeah, let's move on.
We got other shit that we got to tackle. Go ahead.
Before we get into some of those debates you were talking about, let me ask if you ever do this, okay? So the other day, I was brushing my teeth. It was like 9:30. I was using like those white strips. And after I finished, I was brushing my teeth and I farted, okay? And that shit was so nasty. Like, I did it like I had to push it out of my face and my mouth. Anyway, I don't know if this happens to you, Whenever that happens, I get so excited though, because I can't wait to go sit on the couch with my wife and have another one of those pop off, just to fucking hit her right in the face with it and not say anything.
See, I don't get fucking back to back fucking thunderous ass fucking farts like that.
Oh yeah,
You know,
that's the worst.
I'll get one good one, and it's a silent but deadly, and it crop dust it. But fucking, I wish, dude, I wish. What I do though is, I'll do that Dutch oven. You know,
Oh yeah, I fucking
let it go and just, oh, sniff the smell
oh.
of success.
Like, hey, like if I fart and it's got a little bit of heat to it, like I feel it's a little hot coming out. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna get her good this one.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. There's been times where I think I shart myself just to get that fucking smell, but that's just, hey, add it to the recipe, baby.
That's it, man. It's for me, my fate. Like I get excited when they're just raunchyish. I get excited because I can't wait to just hit her with that one.
How
And the
about
best for me is watching movies because we're just watching the movie, then it hits her. Like the Dutch oven, she knows it's coming. But
right,
like when it fucking in the movie, we're watching it, she's engaged, like we're watching The Mandalorian or something. And
right?
that shit hits her right in the face, and she gives me that look, and just I love that.
You just tell her that's the smell of success, baby.
Yeah, that's right. Or
Dude,
if you're driving, you lock the windows. You lock the windows so no one can open that shit.
dude, no, let's see. Oh, I had something that I was gonna say, but I fucking lost it.
Ah,
God damn it. It'll come back. It'll come back. But
all right.
yeah, dude. Shit. It had to do with the wife. We were talking about wives and farts. Dude, you ever had your old lady fart in your fucking face?
No, no, I've never had that one.
Bro, I'm surprised I didn't get fucking pink eye. One morning, bro, I woke up hungover as shit, man. I could not
Yeah.
fucking do it. All I know is I wake up and I open my eyes, and right in front of me is a fucking white ass. And I just hear, and I'm like,
Oh
what the
god.
fuck? She literally just fucking let loose in my face, bro. I mean, dude, it horrified me. And it wasn't a
Oh
stinky
god.
one, thank God. It wasn't stinky. But the fact that she was able to do that shit, that's when I knew it's love. It's
Oh,
fucking love. You know what I'm saying? Dude.
you know,
Oh, that's what I was gonna say, bro. You know what I get excited over? When I take a
hmm.
massive shit, bro, and that turd is like about a fucking 12 inch.
You-
Dude, I took a picture one time and sent it to the old lady. She wasn't
That's
as
what I was gonna
excited as
say. You
I
take a
was.
picture of that shit. That's what I
Fuck
was
yeah. I'm trying to get my fucking record here. Dude, what's the longest shit you ever taken? Have you ever taken like a log
dude.
size?
Okay, so okay, so my diet was trash for a little while, like a few weeks ago. Dude, I was shitting in the morning, then shitting at work when I got to the like it was happening like 3 times in the morning. I'll never forget. I went in there, it went down the hole, and I could see no end from where it went down, and the top was peeking out of the fucking like that thing had to be over a foot. And it
God
wasn't,
damn.
hey, it wasn't very thick either. It was kind of skinny. Like there was,
Hmm.
so it was a little soft, I guess. It just
Yeah.
slid right down the hole, and I was like, "Damn, that would have been a." I wish my wife was here right now.
Dude, you
That's
should
like the first thing I think of every time.
for real. Dude, I'm gonna start fucking recording my long turds, and I'm probably gonna put it on the Facebooks. Let's see how long
Put
that
that shit.
lasts. Oh, we're speaking about shit, and turds. Guess whose birthday it is today?
Is it your birthday?
No, it's our fucking favorite turds of all. Fucking jarheads, bro.
Oh yeah, that's right. I mean, you said turd and birthday. I thought you, man.
You
No,
motherfucking
no.
shit.
Yeah, the
Well
fucking
played.
Marine's birthday. That's right. Had to hear about that shit every fucking day on Facebook.
God damn. It started since this weekend, man. Everybody
Hmm.
starts putting up their jarhead photos. Oh, look at me. I was the Marine. Fuck
Oh
you, crayon
God.
eating fuck. The only
Dude,
jarheads, go ahead.
no, no, I'm sorry. No, no, no. Go ahead.
The only jarheads to me that could get some fucking respect are the fucking infantry, the tankers, any combat armed jarheads. But
Yeah.
if you were just a fucking cook in the jarhead land, or if you worked on computers in jarhead world, I don't want to hear it. You're just like everybody the fuck else. All right.
Yo, yeah.
Except you got a nice
Dude,
one.
well, okay, so all right, I feel the same way. So I have to work with more more Marines because recruiting and everything. We actually play football with them. We're actually playing Thursday, we're playing football with them.
Nice.
But anyway, and you always know what they did in the Marines. Well, first of all, they don't send any of their combat arms out recruiting. Only support MOSs get recruited.
Really?
Yeah. So you always know, but when you talk to any Marine, regardless of what this is, you ask them what they did. Oh, what'd you do? Let's say I was a Marine. That means they were support. If they say I was infantry, I was artillery, I was a cav, or do they have cav scouts? I
No, they
don't
don't have
fucking
scouts.
know. But they'll say that if they actually did something. But if they didn't do anything, they'll say, "Oh, I was a Marine." Okay, so you.
Ah.
Oh, that's in recruiting, man. So we see them all the time, and they're fucking. They act hard. They act hard, and then you find out they were cooks.
Right.
We had one guy in oh, this guy was such a douchebag. The others were cool. This one dude was a douchebag in California, always causing issues. And I remember, so we're doing these high school presentations, and they asked him about his deployments and stuff. And he's like, "Oh, it was crazy." And he's like, I can't really tell you though. I can't really give you details about it. Playing super secret. Hey, this guy was a rigger. He was a rigger for the Marines. All he did was make
Wow.
parachutes. Something they don't even do in the
They don't
Marines.
even
Like, how
fucking
many
use.
fucking I
How do you
know,
even have
like,
a job?
oh god, it was fucking insane. I was like, come on, man, quit playing these kids. The kids believe it though.
Of
The
course.
kids
Oh,
believe
yeah.
it. Like, yeah, oh, he was a cook, but he was still a Marine. Shut up.
Yeah, dude.
Shut up.
You know, you're not hard, brother. I'm sorry. You're not. Look, you got a nice uniform. Your commercials kick ass. You know, you make motherfuckers pumped up. But other than that, yeah, you can suck a fat dick.
Yeah.
So with that
Um
said, go
oh
ahead.
no, I was gonna say, and I do want to say, not just bashing on Marines. So the Army has changed. Okay, it's changed over time from when you and I came in.
Of course.
Okay, and I see this now, and I even look at some like infantry dudes like this now. Like, oh, infantry, so don't, and they'll act a certain. Well, I'm infantry. I did this, dude. You deployed to Africa. Shut up. You hung out the fucking beach for 6 months. All right, don't
Right.
act. No, say whatever you want. Okay, but you haven't done shit with your career, whatever it is you enlisted for.
Exactly, dude. You're not even lying, man. It's like those fucking fresh out of basic boots that fucking, just because they got the little yellow cord or their orange cord, what do they call it? Blue cord. They got
Blue
the little
cord, blue
blue
cord.
cord, they're gonna go fuck around, call me a pogue. Yeah, I'm a pogue. But guess what, motherfucker? I'm the pogue you cry to when your ass can't handle the fight. You're in a tick, and guess what? Pogues, I need your help. It's too hard.
Yeah, they're calling us. They're calling us.
Exactly.
It's
So you know
uh,
what? Until you get a deployment under your belt, shut the fuck up, you fucking
now.
pogue. You're
Hey,
you're
I
worse
and
than a pogue.
hey, I do want to say one thing though. Probably like my best friend is an infantry guy, and he has not deployed, which is not his fault. But so I don't
Gay?
want him to take this. But he is a great NCO, great dude. Like, you don't just look. If I'm gonna call you my best friend, you can't just be a fucking turd, okay?
Yeah,
So, but he's never deployed either.
God.
But
Hey,
but
NTC gets rough out there too. So
yeah, yeah. I got the Cav scout who works for me now. He just reclassed, but we give him shit all the time for deploying to Egypt.
can you ask him what the fuck is the purpose of a calf scout? Because to this date, I don't understand why we have them. All they are is infantry with a map.
Yeah, I don't think he knows either.
Yeah.
I don't think he really gets it either.
And let's just clear it up. It's not a deployment to Afghanistan or to Africa or Kuwait. It's a rotation. That's what you got. It's
Yeah,
a
yeah,
rotation.
exactly. That's
It's
what it
not a
is.
deployment. I'll consider fucking tour in Fort Hood more of a deployment because you might get fucking more. You're more likely to get shot in Killeen than you are.
Yeah, that's Colleen is more dangerous than that fucking
Yes.
deployment to fucking Egypt. So
Yes. So with that said, Marine Corps, we do love you, motherfuckers. Happy birthday to all my jarhead friends out there. Happy birthday to my brother Ed. Happy birthday, jarheads. But with that said, we don't want to hear that shit no more. So rah or whatever the fuck y'all say. More power to y'all, you fucking Navy infantry.
thanks. Hey, thank. You're right. I don't. Good job. You had your day. Now go back to being. You've been insignificant since Japan. So let's just continue on.
Oh, they'll bring up the Battle of Fallujah though. Don't trip.
Oh God, that's a yeah.
That was their D-Day.
Yeah. That was their. Oh, good for you. Yeah, Army's been doing this shit for a while. Okay, and
Exactly. All right, moving on from that. Let's move on to speaking of more turds. I'd like to send this shout out, especially to those turds that did about 3 or 4 years in the army and complained about it every fucking minute of it. But once a year, they'll go and put their goddamn Facebook status as them in uniform and how proud of their service they were, and then go to Applebee's in a Class A uniform that no longer fits to get that free meal because it's Veterans Day.
Oh my God.
Mm, mm.
Oh my, the worst, the worst isn't even it's the guys who didn't even finish their contract for some reason always complain about shit. Oh, that's right. Like I got guys, okay. So guys, you probably have them too, who worked for you or were under you. I've seen them on Facebook doing dumb shit. Like one guy, we had one dude, Afghanistan, first time something, I almost says ID or maybe some pop shot, something like that. Nothing too wild. Requested guard for the rest of the fucking year because he was too afraid to go out. Now this motherfucker says he's got PTSD and he's sitting there at fucking Denny's, then B-Dubs, then he's gonna hit up fucking, what is it, Applebee's. He hits up every fucking place. Like, you fucking dirtbag.
Yeah, fucking shit. I have one guy, and to this date, he's my stinky guy. He's the guy I always said that he's like that Charlie Brown fucking kid that what was his name? The one that walks around with the blanket and has the
I know you got the blanket and there's always like the squiggly lines drawn up. Yeah, I got you.
So no, he's not a black kid. Nice that you went there, though.
Is that what I said? No, that's not what I meant. That's not what I meant, man.
But anyways, that kid, this guy, we went to Afghanistan, and my tour in Afghanistan was a lot different than others. Mine didn't have any action in Afghanistan because I was in a small fob called Gamberry, and we were training the ANA. Our biggest threat was it green on blue? I think it was called blue on green. Yeah, that bullshit. Where the motherfuckers were shooting us. Anyways. Yeah. But we took away their weapons. But anyways, we were training them how to do field artillery on D-30s. And anyways, long story short, this guy, I guess he came back with PTSD. And the only PTSD he suffered was that his wife fucking got railed every goddamn day while we were deployed. So he has probably post-traumatic from a divorce, But other than that, I mean, this guy... He puts up there that he's retired from the military. He's not
yeah, medically retired, huh?
No, but he wasn't even medically retired. This guy was fucking,
Oh, he just got out?
He got out. He got out, well, on medical, but was not retired. There's a difference.
Okay.
There's a difference. Okay. You get out on medical and you get out medically retired. But he puts that he's retired. And then this fat piece of shit.
Hey, you there? Okay, I lost you for a minute. Go ahead.
Yeah. This fat piece of shit motherfucker. I would have never promoted him to specialist, no matter what. But apparently, when you get med boarded, they automatically give you your next rank. If you're a PFC, they'll med board you as a specialist. This fucking fat piece of shit, lard ass, shows up. He's like, "Look, Chief, they made me a specialist before I got out."
Oh God!
I wanted to rip his fucking face off and just wipe his asshole with it. But it's okay. You know how this guy tried to commit suicide? By slicing his upper arm. That's how he tried to commit suicide.
Oh my God. No, this mother seeking attention, just trying to, get the fuck.
Yeah, this guy, and he's one of those motherfuckers that goes out there and, goes to Applebee's, and I'm sure of it. I'm sure he's that guy. Of course.
Guaranteed.
And probably doesn't even fucking tip, and that's the worst.
Gets the free food, no tip.
Yeah, dude, that's the worst part. Look, for all y'all veterans out there that are going to go out there and indulge in the free shit that the civilian populace wants to give y'all, good for you. You earned it. If you earned it, go ahead. But be humble and also tip your fucking waiters, dude. Give them at least a $40 fucking tip because you're getting a free fucking meal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Those guys are going to be busy as shit and they live off those tips, especially right now with this pandemic going on. Help the motherfuckers out, man. Help the motherfuckers out. And you know what? For the real veterans out there that, take this shit to heart, check on your homeboys, see how they doing, because it's days like this where we reminisce and we miss those days. And sometimes it might fucking bring back unpleasant memories or unpleasant trying times. So just be out there for your battle, your battle or whatever the fuck you want to call them. Yeah.
All right. Sounds good. That sounded great. That I don't know if you planned that or if that just came off the cuff there, but
baby, it just came off. You know what I'm saying? Dude,
yeah.
I had Moya here this weekend. Our old battle buddy Moya. He was out here and dude, It was a great time, dude. This motherfucker remembers things I don't remember. Like he'll tell me stories like, "Hey, fool, you remember when you were talking shit to Cunningham from the 3rd floor, and Cunningham was getting all pissed off?" And I'm like, I don't remember that shit at all. But he does, dude. Like,
Hey, in your defense, you were probably drunk half the fucking time when these stories took place. So
that's probably true. He said apparently I was at Hogan's room and I was getting drunk. And yeah, more than likely, if I was hanging out at the barracks, it's because I was drinking. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, right.
no doubt about that.
That's the only reason a single dude is at the barracks. He's there for one of them barracks parties or something.
I really wasn't single at the time. I kind of was married.
No, I'm married, dude. I don't know why I said I meant to say married. All right.
We're trying to get away from our wives at that time.
Yeah, right. Trying to get a break.
Hey, dude, it's just a trip, and it was great having them here. You know what I'm saying? So
I bet.
When you guys, if to all the veterans out there, if you guys ever get a fucking chance to hang out with your brothers, do it, man. Fucking do it. I see Moya about every 1 to 3 years. He'll come down here and we'll just hang out for a weekend. And I'll tell you what, we don't do shit. We literally don't do shit. We went onto a flea market on Saturday to walk around and just look at shit and just talk. And then fucking on Sunday, we just hung out. Oh, Saturday, I meant to say on Saturday, we also did a little bonfire kickback, dropped some dominoes.
Hey,
and it was just good.
Quick,
yeah, man.
Real quick, I'm not sure if I told you this before. I had to cut off before I forgot. Did I ever tell you? So everyone knows my dad's Cuban. Did I ever tell you what my dad used to call the flea market?
Pulguero?
He used to call it the Mexican shopping mall.
Wow.
he's like, hey, Jordan, I'm going to go to the Mexican shopping mall. Okay.
Fucking, Cubans have a real disdain for Mexicans for some reason. But I mean, it goes both ways. I mean, Mexicans hate everybody and everybody hates Mexicans. So
yeah, it is.
Did your dad have an accent?
Oh yeah. Well, it got worse because after my dad retired from the Army, he moved down to Miami. So once he was in Miami, all he did was speak Spanish all the time. He just kind of quit speaking English, period. And there'd be times we were on the phone and he'd be speaking English and then it'd flip straight to Spanish for 2 sentences, then back to English again, like in the middle of in the middle of what he was saying. I was like, what the fuck? And my kids are just staring at him like,
oh, but my God, that's funny.
Yeah, so his accent actually got worse as he got older, I want to say.
Got thicker. Well, I mean, if he's in Miami, all he's gonna do is speak fucking Spanish anyway, And I'll tell you what, for y'all Puerto Ricans and Cubans, Dominicans, even Mexicans in Salvador, anybody who speaks Spanish, all right. And I get it that you guys want to speak Spanish, but if you speak very clear English, understandable English, don't make my time hard when I'm on the phone translating for y'all, because I'm an interpreter. And I'll tell you, I spent 30 minutes on a call today. 30 minutes going back and forth between the English speaker and the Spanish speaker. And this person in Spanish all of a sudden started speaking English. Great English. And I'm thinking to myself, like, lady, you could have cleared this up about 20 fucking minutes ago if you would have just said what you were looking for in English. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like, why fucking play? Oh, why do that? Why would you? Dude, you know what else bugs me? Oh, go ahead.
Oh, no, you got it, brother. Go ahead. What bugs you?
Dude, you know what else? So my uncle's been here 30 fucking years. Does not speak English.
Doesn't even try?
30 fucking years. No, but he tried speaking in broken English. Hey, when I was a kid, I could fucking understand broken English like it's because half my fucking family, because in Cuba, you just have to be here. You touch dry land if you're Cuban, you know what I mean? You don't have to do it. So they live in Miami, South Florida, so they never have to learn. Mm-hmm. But it bugs the shit out of me. It really bugs the shit out of me whenever I'm there. I'm like, God, 30 years. Couldn't take the time. Couldn't take the fucking time. And another part, like, my dad is like a super smart. My dad's like the smartest dude I know. I know you can't be that far off from him that you can't fucking learn English. I can't have the smartest dude I know and his brother be the biggest fucking idiot. I know that's not the case.
It's like the yin and the yang.
Yeah. Surely that's not the case. But either way, it's like, man, learn English. His wife finally learned English like 5 years ago.
Wow. It only took that long.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm sorry. Did I tell you how my uncle came over? Remember in Scarface when they came over?
You've been fucking. Wow. Okay, so he was one of those.
Yeah, yeah. He says prison in America is a lot easier than Cuba.
Oh, I'm sure, dude. I mean, shit. God
Mhm.
damn. Let's see. I'm trying to see if anybody has sent us any feedback regarding our topic for today. So far nothing, but we're gonna go ahead and jump into this topic now.
I feel like I think maybe it was put up a little late.
It was put up a little bit late because I've been on fucking call after call after call after call. I've been fucking busy today, man. I've been struggling.
Yeah.
So with that said, all right. Earlier today, I had mentioned to you that I was possibly not going to do a midweek memo, and then you had mentioned that you were in the process of watching the greatest trilogy ever made.
No,
So
no.
I
Well, for one, that came up later after you guys questioned me on what are you watching. I said the original trilogy,
okay.
which the trilogy only means one thing, and everyone knows what the fuck that. But let's just go ahead. You go and get in your part, and then because I feel
We're gonna touch on this because the original trilogy, all right, the original trilogy, in your opinion, okay, are you saying that this trilogy is like the best trilogy ever, or the one trilogy that every other fucking movie wants to be like? Are you say what are you saying about your trilogy, and what is your trilogy?
okay. First of all, for those listening, I'm sure you already know when I say I'm watching the original trilogy today. Fucking Star Wars is what I'm talking about. Okay, I'm talking about fucking
Okay.
Star Wars. If you don't know that, you're playing yourself. Okay, you're pretending you don't know. Anyway, for one, Star Wars, the original trilogy, for one, because it was so much better than anything that came afterwards. Okay, as far as Star
As
Wars
far
goes,
as that
but
Star
it
Wars,
is the greatest trilogy where each one is a great movie. No, each one of those trilogies, and it just got better. There's two other trilogies, two other franchises I can think of where the sequel was better than the original. The Godfather
that's the
and
only one.
no, just The Godfather and then Star Wars. The Empire Strikes Back was better than A New Hope.
Okay, so I'm gonna have to watch
I
those
honestly,
movies in sequence
when
because
we
honestly,
started this,
go ahead. You were saying?
no, you okay, you have to okay, for one, I actually no matter how many times I've seen it, I actually paused it and I'm going to continue. I'm going to watch again because there was talking in the background. The fight scene between Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker in The Empire Strikes Back. I'm going to rewatch that shit as soon as we get done. I'm going to rewind it because I felt I didn't like the fact that I missed 2 minutes of it from people talking in the background. So as soon as we're done here, I'm going to go and watch that. And
Rewatch
when
the
you
whole
do watch them in
movie
order,
or just
you have to
rewatch
watch
that?
them from when they were released.
All right.
No, I'm watching the whole movie, but I paused that because I want to see it with no interruptions.
I gotcha. Okay. Okay. So here's my favorite trilogy. All right. This is my favorite trilogy. Star Wars is overrated. All right. To say one. All right. Secondly, it's not, sorry. And it can't be a trilogy if there's more than 3 fucking movies. So I'm sorry. There's more than fucking 3 movies to that goddamn franchise.
Well, okay, original trilogy. That's what we're sticking with. The others don't matter. Go ahead. Go ahead and tell me
Greatest
yours though.
fucking trilogy ever. Hands down. Hands down. Back to the motherfucking future, baby. Greatest of all time. You had it all. You had it
All
all.
right.
You had a loser kid with a possible pedophile older man who goes back in time for possible incestual love with his mother. What else is there? It's comical as fuck, but it stayed true to the story on part 2 and part 3. Like if you missed certain shit in part 1, you wouldn't get the joke in part 2. Like for example,
Yeah.
the 2 pints.
Okay. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was really great. And then part 3, it was just a fucking great Western, bro. I mean, you have it all. You have the past, the present, the future. You have it all in one place. And granted, if you don't remember this, I'm sure if you do remember something that I think you might bring up, I'm not even going to talk about that right now. But I think that's, to me, the greatest trilogy ever. I'm not saying Star Wars wasn't good. Star Wars is good. All right. But I just think that Back to the Future is better.
So, okay. For one, I love Back to the Future. It is great. And I'm a huge fan of the first one. The first one is actually my favorite. So, I mean, I think that's just, it's a great movie. It's a good movie. Okay.
Yep.
All the things happen that you wanted to happen too, and I thought that was cool. Fucking, Marty or whatever, fucking, he knocks Biff out in the end. Or no, it wasn't Marty. What was the dad's name?
God
what was
damn.
the dad's name?
Hello, McFly. Hello.
Yeah.
Christ.
Okay, so anyway, all right. So and I thought that was great, but nothing has had the cultural impact that Star Wars did. The cultural impact that came from Star Wars is just phenomenal. Bill, from this cheap movie that they thought was gonna bomb, is a multi-billion-dollar fucking franchise now.
Look,
it's books, comics, we're talking everything.
right. I mean, don't get it wrong. I think the only thing that's come out really good from the fucking trilogy is The Mandalorian. Fucking love The Mandalorian. All right. Love it. I'm not gonna lie. I fucking love it. I'm a fan. And I love Baby Yoda. I'm a fan. However,
yeah. I love it. It's such cutest little doll ever. Go ahead.
I'll tell you what though, I've never fallen asleep watching Back to the Future, the trilogy. I have fallen asleep watching Star Wars. It just
maybe your 20th time watching it because you knew what was going to happen. How could you not? Like, I'm watching The Empire Strikes Back. I just finished that one a little while ago, and again, like, if that's one I just had to watch the fight scene at the end. Like, I'm in it the whole time. It doesn't matter. I've been watching that movie since I was 5. I am still fucking in it. Like, I am.
What do you think?
The quintessential. Okay, hold on, real quick. The quintessential hero that we had growing up through the 80s, 90s, through forever. Luke Skywalker. Luke Skywalker was he never lost hope. Always just he's what a fucking hero is. Okay.
No, I think Marty McFly is a fucking hero. All right. You know why he's a fucking hero? He gave Chuck Berry motherfucking the idea.
He did.
He get for that greatest rock and roll song of Johnny B. Good. All right.
Yeah, that was good. I love that. Was a great scene. That was a great scene.
He gave it to Marlon. Marlon Berry gave it to Chuck and told him, listen to this. Bam, invents rock and roll. All right.
He did.
He got hoverboards.
Oh,
based on that fucking movie.
Hold on. We didn't get the hoverboards like they have. And how fucking disappointed am I right now that what was the year Back to the Future 2? Was it 2000? It was 2019. What year was it? It was a year that we've passed.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yes. And then as a kid, I'm like, oh, great. By the time I'm older, we'll have shit like that. Nope. Nobody's wearing 2 fucking ties like they had in the movie.
All right.
That's fucking.
But I mean, nobody's wearing it. I mean, you're right. I mean, why do you think it's that Star Wars made such an impact though? I mean, because obviously it made a big impact on you. Why did it make such a big impact on you? And why do you think it's made a big impact on a lot of people?
Well, I think the for one, there's the idea, the same reason why The Matrix did. We had this one guy, unassuming dude, who becomes the big hero, and it's like he was always chosen to be that hero in the end. You know what I mean? And I think it inspired movies like The Matrix. Look at it, comparing Neo to Luke Skywalker. This guy, just a nobody, but other people kind of know what's up. Like, this guy really has the power to change the world.
Hold on, I'm gonna have to break that real quick.
I think the writing. I mean, we didn't have stuff like that.
Let me ask you something. Then you brought The Matrix up. Didn't at the end of The Matrix, it turned out that that fucking Oracle lady was just bullshitting Neo? Wasn't it like, that?
No, what it turned. Okay,
Go ahead.
In the first movie, we're talking the first movie. We're talking about the trilogy.
I'm talking about the trilogy. Since we're talking trilogies here, you know what it took me all these years to actually notice that Neo is just the one, fucking spelled weirdly, differently. I didn't realize. I don't know if that had anything to do with it, but Neo, the one. But anyways, yeah, wasn't it all that chick was just making shit up anyway?
Yeah, I think that what it came to be at the end was like everything, all this stuff has always just been a cycle. Like you're
Yeah.
nothing special. You're just this guy's turn and
Yeah.
stuff. I think that's kind of what they played it out to be. Yeah.
It was just a repetitive program, right?
Yeah. And those, oh, man, it's like the Matrix ended perfect. The first one ended perfect. They shouldn't have made the other. I mean, maybe we kind of wanted to see, but the way they did it, like these guys can't make a good fucking movie. They haven't made a good movie since the Matrix. They can't make it. They're too busy getting their dicks cut off.
I was just gonna ask about that shit.
Hey, stop worrying about cutting your dick off. Worry about making good movies and stop ripping off these fucking these movie studios. Okay.
Yeah.
That's and they should have stopped. It's like with the Star Wars, the new trilogy should have never been done. You shouldn't have fucked with it. Or if you did, don't hire a guy like Ryan Johnson or Ryan Johnson, right? Some shit like that. He's the one who made The Last Jedi.
Look, okay. I stopped watching them since the one with Yoda fucking doing that lightsaber action, bro, when he was fucking
yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, I was in the theater standing up like, yeah. That was like in early 2000s, I believe, too.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I was pumped the fuck up for Yoda whooping ass, and then he just walks all humbly, all stumbled.
Yeah, with the cane, but then he's
dude.
Shit.
After whooping all that ass, flipping off of walls, then he's like, tired I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, little hobbling motherfucker.
Right. Well, don't waste your time. Remember what I said about Luke Skywalker being that is the quintessential hero?
Yes.
Don't watch the new trilogy.
Well, didn't they fucking, from what I've seen, or at least because Facebook always, is where I get my news. Didn't they like a female fucking heroine, and so that all inclusive?
She's the new one. Yeah, she's the new one, and then it's a fucking mess. And, I probably wouldn't be as mad about her, but if they didn't ruin everyone else's history, like it does, because the way they wrote it and what they made, it doesn't fit. Like it doesn't fit the character. It doesn't fit like historical documents, man. Like when they're reviewing shit, they say, "Hey, is this real or not? Like, does this fit the narrative that we've had through every other thing?" Like something with the Bible, like that's why certain parts were taken out. They weren't sure what was added, what was fake, but they can decide. Yeah, canon, exactly. Okay, I was going to use that word. I wasn't sure if you knew that's what they used. Okay,
are you sorry? Talking to a Rick and Morty fucking fan here? Are you serious?
That's right. I'm sorry, but that's how it's described, like with the Bible. Because I read. I was reading a couple books on it and everything. It's like, but when it came to Star Wars, y'all just let this motherfucker just make some shit. Like it was a multiverse from fucking DC Comics or something. It was a different universe he was writing about, but not some real shit we'd ever seen.
Right.
He's a real piece of shit. I hope he gets ALS.
God damn, ruthless. I like it.
Well, he has, and the thing is, he has no remorse for ruining what my childhood. He ruined.
Is there anyone that actually enjoyed it? Are there any people that actually enjoyed these remakes that they did, or these continuations, or prequels that are? Man, fuck that movie. All fucking reversed and shit. Why? Why did he start with episode 4? Why did he start with episode 4?
I think people did. I don't know, and I feel like I heard this story, and I probably read it somewhere, and I just don't remember it. Okay. I think he realized, no, man, this Luke Skywalker dude, that's a much better character.
Right.
Somebody had to see it. Fucking this is gonna be the greatest fucking story ever made.
Yeah.
Which it is. It is the greatest, most influential story ever made. I can't see where maybe some things were taken from other. Yeah.
Pump the brakes there. Greatest story ever told, ever made. Are you serious?
Cinematic. Right? Greatest cinematic.
I was about to say,
story.
You heathen fucking fuck. And you're from the Southern Bible Belt. You know that Jesus is the greatest story ever told.
For one, that's a whole new subject we can talk about, okay? Because I do believe that the Bible is the two most influential things that are written down. Two most influential things, okay? the U.S. Constitution and the Bible. They
Okay.
have shaped the world like nothing else has. Okay. And maybe you don't believe in God. Maybe you want to take the Bible as just a cool story about some shit that give you rules to live. And it's an amazing fucking story. If you're not religious, you don't believe it all. It's still a great story because it's teaching you how to live your life and it's teaching you values, and whatever you want. Oh man, we're about to get fucking religious on here.
Bro, it's the gun line.
Maybe
You know
take
how
it
shit
take
goes.
it for what you read. Maybe don't buy the Jesus aspect. I know a lot of I know some atheists now, and even though they're not believers, they are atheists. They still believe in Christian values,
Mm-hmm.
the stories that you were taught. Especially the idea of, especially we're talking New Testament. We're talking Jesus and everything. Recognizing that you are a sinner, recognizing that you are going to do wrong, and the way to get above that, and I'm trying to use words that aren't Bible related. Okay, the
No,
way that
man.
you're So I'm trying to keep away from the religious aspect, saying if someone was an atheist and some regular person just picked up this book one day,
Mm-hmm.
so recognizing that you do things wrong, you're not always making the right choice, and maybe in your mind you do think bad things. Okay, and the way to overcome that is to recognize it and acknowledge that you do it, and just seek some type of forgiveness. And maybe God, maybe the God is an actual God who made the world. Maybe Jesus isn't the real. I'm not saying I'm Christian, by the way, but I'm just saying, just to kind of put it in context here. Maybe he's not, but maybe he's just a concept for finding forgiveness in yourself, and that's the way to true happiness in life.
Right.
If you took it
So
as just that, it's the greatest self-help book ever made. 2,000 years before any other self-help book was ever written.
yeah, I mean, I see what you're saying. Like making
So
Jesus like your subconscious, your conscience, and like what
yes, yes,
like what they say, what would Jesus do? So it's your mind
yeah,
telling
yeah,
you
right.
that's wrong, this is right.
The path to true happiness is recognizing your flaws and forgiving yourself for what you've done wrong, not holding on to those
I
things.
I will direct people to the great George Carlin and go ahead and look up the 10 Commandments by George Carlin. He can reduce those motherfuckers down to two. Two fucking commandments. So I'll just leave it at that. Y'all go ahead and look it up. This could go biblical very fucking quickly. And
Google that shit.
huh?
Yeah. So I have a lot of. I'm used to arguing. I'm used to arguing with atheists and putting on the fight because people always, like. So I've always got something in the back pocket ready to throw out.
Uh,
That's a fucking 45-minute podcast right
I'll tell
there.
you what. I mean,
But
we could definitely do religion next week.
go right.
But I'll tell you what. Because religion. Here's my thing about religion. Like, I believe in a higher power. I do believe in God. I do believe that Jesus came here and and died for our sins. I believe that. Here's the issue that I have. There's people out there that'll say that if you don't believe in Jesus, you're gonna go straight to hell. All right, and here's the problem that I have with that. All right, I don't know if you believe that or not, but here's the problem I have with it. So you're telling me God's chosen people, the motherfucking Jews, are gonna go straight to hell when they die because they don't look at Jesus as the Messiah. That's what you're gonna sit there and tell me. He's gonna send his chosen people to hell. I don't believe that. You're gonna sit there and tell
Yeah,
me that all these
you're
Indians,
right.
that
Right.
all these Indians that lived out here in the savage world before Whitey came and fucking civilized it. You're gonna tell me after Jesus was born, died after 33 years, um, since they died not knowing of Jesus, I mean, they're gonna go to hell. I mean, come on now. You see, that's
That
where
is.
a lot of
Yeah.
people, I think that there's things in the Bible that are made to reflect on, or made, they speak in parable. And also, you're not supposed to take the motherfucking thing literally. I don't think. I mean,
That's
but
that's how I feel. I don't, especially like a lot of things in the Old Testament, I don't take 100% literally. Because there is some stuff in there. It's kind of, wow, that seems kind of wild, man. That's kind of
just a
kind
little
of
bit,
wild right there.
just a little
Although
bit.
what's
I mean,
weird, it's
stone a bitch for shaving.
yeah,
I mean, come
yeah.
on now.
But now the New Testament, that's what Christianity comes from. The New Testament, like we're hearing that story where hey, life's about forgiveness and turning the other cheek and loving each other. I think those are great stories, and There wasn't a, I mean, other than Buddhists, I don't know how long they've been around. They've been around for a minute. There wasn't a whole lot of teaching like that back
But I mean, honestly, when it comes down to it, do we really need to be taught to be a good person? It should just come naturally. You want to be a good
then.
person.
Apparently so.
I mean,
Apparently so, because that was a rough time in the world.
there's always been rough times in the
No,
world.
you know what I'll say? People still need to be told to be a good person. People still need to be told to be a good person. Like you ever just have an issue with somebody, like you just have an issue, like that person clearly started it. It's like, why you gotta be a fucking asshole? Why what do you get out of being a fucking asshole all the time? Like you
I,
don't get anything out of that besides causing conflict. Why?
okay,
I
I
don't get why people choose to be assholes.
okay, I'll tell you right now, from a self-made asshole. I consider myself an asshole. And you know how I recognize that I'm an asshole?
Okay.
I'll tell you how I recognize I'm an asshole. Um, 4 years ago when Trump won, I was fucking laughing my ass off at fucking all these
Yeah.
crybabies. I was dying laughing. And now that Trump lost, I'm dying at all these fucking conspiracy theorists and all this shit. I find gratification in seeing people what's it called? Like just boiling inside, like, oh, like how can this be happening? But
Yeah, yeah.
I'm the type of person that likes to contradict people, I guess. I'm the type of person that you tell me
Yeah.
the sky is blue, I'll tell you it's red, and I will fucking fight you over it just because it makes me happy to see you angry. Does that make sense? I don't know. It makes me so I'll take
Yeah, I got you. And I got you.
so it brings me fucking joy to see
And yeah,
people
that's one thing I said.
pissed.
I think I one of the reasons I was hoping Trump would win. Another reason was God, I can't wait to see people get super fucking freaked out and just fucking start going wild again. There was something exciting about that. Like you're like, wow, why are you so invested? Like, yeah, I understand why you're so invested.
Right.
Like, and hey, surprise, surprise, I didn't vote for Biden, guys. But I'm not crying myself to fucking sleep about it. Like, I'm still gonna fucking move on with my life. Like,
Can I
it's
can I ask you about a question about that, bro?
yeah.
One thing, I put a Facebook post up that said, the only ones that are pissed off about that are really pissed off about this election and that Trump lost are the people that wanted to loot, riot, and burn shit down. They're the ones that are really pissed off because that took away their chances to go get the new kicks or to go get some new shit.
I'm gonna say
They're the
that new Xbox, man.
ones, right? So, but I mean, ever since this happened, if it would have flipped the other way, for example, if Trump would have been announced the winner or the president elect for next terms, I guarantee that there would be fucking places burning right now. I can guarantee that,
Hmm.
but yet I don't see that
Absolutely.
happening from, the
Absolutely.
conservative end. And again, I'm not playing sides here because I don't have a dog in a fucking hunt at all. I just wanted to see motherfuckers, I was really hoping to see Laura Ingraham crying. I wanted to see her cry, but the bitch didn't cry. Apparently, they got a
No, dude.
ball.
Yeah, Fox News was like the first one to call Arizona out of everyone. Like they were just being real with it, I guess. But yeah, you're not going to see that. And I think it wasn't a secret that it wasn't going to happen. People, and I still see people post memes where they like want to play, oh, these snowflakes conservatives.
Right.
What are you talking about? There's nothing compared to what happened last time. Okay, don't even. Yeah, maybe we're complaining, say, hey, you know what? We should have the courts look at this, but they're still doing it in a legal fucking way. They're still asking for them to
How
use the
dare you
court.
want to follow the law? How dare you? No, I'll tell you
I
what.
know it's
I got a question for you right now. I got a quick question. I need a quick answer.
yeah,
Enchiladas or flautas with guacamole?
enchiladas
Bam. There's your answer.
all fucking day. It's not even a
It's because the wife was cooking and she said, "Do you want enchiladas or would you rather I make flautas with guacamole?" What's the difference? What's it? So wait, the flautas are the big burritos. Well, let me get one of those fucking burritos. It's a fried burrito, right? Okay, then I'll have that. Yes. Thank you. Why the fuck are there different names for this shit? It's a burrito. She calls it a flauta. It's a fried fucking burrito. That's all it is. I ain't Mexican. Give me pupusas. Yeah, man, we
don't
go all over the
know.
place on this goddamn podcast, don't we? Holy shit, dude. So back to my
Hey, real quick before we move on to the
yeah,
next one,
sure.
before we move on to the next topic, I just want to say the greatest fiction book of all time is Dune by Frank Herbert. Okay,
I remember.
then we can move on. I just want to put that as the greatest fucking book of all time is Dune.
I remember
Fiction
you meant.
book. But go ahead.
I think you mentioned something about that book. That they were remaking it into a movie, and one of the characters was being
Yeah, they're making a movie. Yeah,
aren't they like changing one of the characters as well?
the gender swap. They gender swapped one of the characters, Liette. Yeah, or Liette Kynes, whatever you want to call him, her now, whatever you want to call, that
Hey,
person.
she probably Caitlin, Bruce, whatever. It's all, dude. It's like this Latinx bullshit, bro. Oh my fucking god, I'm
Who knows?
fucking tired of that shit. Latinx, no fucking
Here
such
we go.
thing. There's no fucking such thing as Latinx. You're Latino or Latina. You're Mario or Maria. You're fucking Jose or Josefa. There's no fucking Josex. Okay, so just want to throw. I'm not gonna get on my fucking soapbox on this one because trust me, if
Hey,
fucking
whenever speaking,
you cut
whenever
out.
speaking generally, you need to use gender neutral nouns or pronouns. Excuse me, not nouns. You need gender neutral words or what you need to talk about anyone.
Negative. Fuck that. They can suck my left nut with that bullshit. They can suck my left nut with that bullshit, bro.
Hey,
So,
like,
dude, go
you
ahead.
ever see this? I see all these things. These celebrities are like, I'm gonna raise my kids gender neutral. Raise my kids. You crazy bitch. What does that even? Get out of here.
Yeah.
Gender neutral. Right. I hope he has a great time fitting in at fucking school.
Right.
That's gonna be great.
Gender neutral. Get the fuck out of here, gender neutral. And that's the world that we're fucking. Just give it to the Chinese. Give it to the Russians already. Just let them take over. Luckily, some of us are still raising our kids the right way, the traditional way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'm not going to tell somebody how to raise their fucking kids.
Yes.
Don't look at me like I'm wrong for telling my kids that, Kyle is a guy, not a girl. I mean, it's already confusing enough when you name your boy Stacy or Kelly or fucking, Skylar. That's fucking hard enough already.
I fucking hate that when they just look, man. Hey, we've been doing something right for 50,000 years. Why the fuck are y'all trying to reinvent the wheel now?
Exactly, dude.
We went from caves to fucking in space and on the moon, if you believe it. It depends. I'm not saying any, but we went from there to there.
Dude, do you think that we landed on the moon or no?
I absolutely believe that America landed on the moon.
I don't know.
I know. Hey,
I don't know. I think
I work with some conspiracy theories.
Bro, like I've been wondering a lot about this shit. You know what my theory is about the little Martians and the green men and shit like that? All right, here's my theory on these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
They're us in the future, bro. I've been thinking this since junior high school, since junior fucking high, bro, because it just makes sense if you look at evolution, right? If you look that we came from these big ass fucking huge hairy fucking people, and little by little we've been shrinking, and now we're fucking, average about 5'7", 5'8". I'm trying to include you. That's why you don't feel like.
I appreciate that, man. I think 5'9" is the average height.
All right, cool. So and but in the future, these little green men are fucking about 4 feet tall, huge fucking heads, right?
Yeah.
And fucking and hairless. So that's us evolving, bro. And those motherfuckers are coming back to the past to study us. You see what I'm saying? To study us. That's what I think.
It's out there. I see what you're saying. I got what you're saying. But so we're just gonna grow smarter. Head's gonna get bigger, and we're just gonna get. But now we're growing softer.
Well, look, I mean, they have no genders.
We are growing softer.
Right? There's no genders. You always hear that these motherfuckers they're just fucking like Ken dolls, So who knows, bro? it just makes you wonder. But I'll tell you something, for those religious folks, going back to religion on this, if y'all really think that out of all the trillions of fucking galaxies out there, that we just happen to magically be the only one that has life on it, you're fucking crazy. You're
No,
fucking nuts. You know,
dude. When you see those pictures of like the galaxy and like the universe and shit like that, no, and then you see like we're like a small grain of sand inside of our galaxy. It's like,
yes, dude. And then to
there's
be,
no way.
that's why I do believe that I don't believe in just like that we just came out of nowhere, because the sun to be where it's at, the moon to be where it's at, the earth to be where it's at, it's just too coincidental for it to all happen. You know, I get it, the probabilities are
That's
there,
what I say. That is what I say.
but I mean, it's just, and then to be
That's exactly what I say.
bro, and then to be wasted on such a fucking shitty species like us. Because in reality, if you think about it, we're a shitty fucking species, bro. You know how shitty we are, that we consider a microbe on another planet as fucking life, but a clump of cells in a uterus, oh, that's just a clump of cells. You know what I'm saying?
Oh God, yeah,
Don't throw that out.
It's
Throwing it out.
I think.
But we won't touch that on. We'll move on.
No, I think you're right. Yeah, I do. But going back to you're right on both counts. But going back to like, it took like a million perfect coincidences for us to get to here. I'm like, come on, man, something had to be pushing stuff along. Something had to be organizing shit the right way.
That's why I believe in a higher power. There's got to be something more.
What I think is, yes, what I think is funny. Have you ever heard of the You ever heard of the simulation theory?
No, please.
You got me?
Yeah, dude. Dude, hold on. Pump the brakes on that.
Oh.
What is this? Give me just a broad idea of what, don't go into depth, but give me a broad idea of what this is. Like a high visibility.
Basically, we're all living in a simulation. We're all living in a simulation, kind of like the Matrix or something like that. That's what we're all living in.
Kind of like the Sims and somebody controlling us? Or something like along the lines.
Not controlling us. We're still, I don't know, maybe. I don't know. I haven't. Like the Matrix, man. You know how they're living inside the computer? They don't really know that it's in a fake world. So there's a simulation theory.
Right.
Now, what I find funny about the simulation theory, sorry, there's a delay on here. Sorry, I think we're delayed right now.
Yeah, you're good. Good. Go ahead.
So these atheists they'll believe the simulation theory. They'll believe a random person hit enter on a computer, and that's what got us to where we are right now. But you won't believe a random. It sounds just like fucking religion, man. It sounds just like the same thing. And so you'll believe it if it's in a computer, but you won't believe it if it was a magic thing in the sky, if you want to say.
So basically, can we combine both of them? That God just hit enter? Because don't they say that our lives are already fucking, they're already written, they're already scripted. So it's just basically a basic software program, right?
Yeah.
Dude, we are going to discuss this shit next midweek memo. We are talking about fucking theories out there, baby. I want to.
I'm gonna have the laptop up.
All right, because we're gonna talk
so we can go into more detail on this one.
Yes, we're gonna fucking Joe Rogan the fuck out of this one. It's gonna be what is it? Simulation theory?
Simulation theory.
Simulation theory. And what else is out there that we can talk about, bro? Because that one I'm interested in, bro. Dude, do you think that, and this is going to sound wild, I know that we're getting off, this is not military at all. You know what? It's not always going to be military. We're just talking shit that we talk on the gun line. So, dude, fucking do you think time travel is possible? I think it is. But then I start thinking about, like, my brain starts fucking going crazy, bro. Like, I started thinking, like, how many butterfly effects can happen then? So,
yeah.
Uh-oh.
No, go ahead. I'm listening to my wife saying something. You're good.
Okay. So yeah, like the whole thing about the Martians coming back, or the UFOs coming back to the past. How many times it'll cause a butterfly effect eventually?
8.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't know.
Yeah. See, that's what okay. So I was thinking. See, when I was thinking about time travel, real quick before we move on. What I
Yeah.
was thinking about time travel is, let's say you go, maybe you can, but you can't change anything. Because if I go back and I change something, not really the butterfly effect. Let's say I go back and I stop JFK from being murdered. Okay.
Mhm.
Now I come back to my normal time, but now there's no reason for me to go back because he's still alive. So I never would have gone back to save him. So it
Right.
just creates some weird loop where we're kind of stuck in this little, ah,
Right. Dude,
but I think the same stuff about it. Like, I'm like, there's no way.
dude, you still don't remember the Back to the Future shit, do you? That I was talking about that you were making fun of me of? You don't remember? It's okay.
Which one?
All right. So a long time
Uh-uh.
ago, while we were deployed in Baghdad, we were having a discussion about Back to the Future. And I can't believe you don't remember this because you fucking explained it to me like 20 fucking times. You're like, how do you not understand this shit? I don't know what other way to put it before, Lopez. How don't you get it? The fucking stopwatch on the fucking dog. How the clock was on the dog was like 1 minute ahead. And I was like, I don't fucking get it. Why is one clock right and the other clock's not right? And you were like, how do you not fucking get it, Lopez? He went 1 minute.
Because the dog traveled through time.
But he,
So to him, there was no change.
right.
That's why he did the stop clock. Because if the stopwatch came back around and there was no change, that proved that the time travel actually happened. If the stop clock was the same, if I'm remembering this right, I gotta see the scene. If it was the same, then that would prove he just, I don't know,
No,
time
because
just.
the clock I think went 1 minute forward.
Mm-hmm.
So he
Yeah,
was
because he was gone.
Right.
He was gone for a minute, but came back to the exact moment. So
Right.
a minute had traveled for him, but for them, it had only been like a second or so.
Right. So, anyways, it took me forever for me to even comprehend that. And I still have trouble understanding that fucking that shit. So, anyways, I'm just surprised you didn't remember that shit. Because to this date, every time I see that scene, I think of your ass like, Lopez, how the fuck do you not understand?
Dude, look, there's a lot of stuff, and whatever the reason is, I don't know. There's a lot of stuff I don't remember. Like, I know I went to Disney World. I remember, like, I kind of remember signing in. I know I went to Disney World. I don't really remember a whole lot of what happened at Disney World.
Yeah.
The deployments, I know I went, but like, I don't know if I really remember I don't remember a whole lot about it. There's a few stories we may have, but I can't put myself in that situation. It's more like I'm just telling a story that I read or something.
Dude, I get that too, bro. There's time. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like selective amnesia or some shit.
Yeah.
Just to put that shit somewhere where it doesn't fucking bother us. But or like if our body just does it, like we're gonna just take away out of this shit. Or maybe I'm just fucking senile and getting old. But it's like I forget shit.
Okay.
I
Come
don't.
here. No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
I just I forget shit and I don't remember. Yo, what's going on?
Hey.
What's the best trilogy ever made?
Here.
What?
Ask me again.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
What is the greatest trilogy ever made?
I don't know that many trilogies.
You got to know one. What's the best one ever made?
All right, I'm gonna give you a list. All right. Back to the Future. That's one trilogy. The Godfather. That's a trilogy. Jaws. How about Star Wars? Out of Star Wars, Back to the Future, and The Godfather, which was best?
Probably Star Wars.
Oh, that's my boy. That's my boy.
Jaws?
It's Back to the Future, which is good. But Star.
Dude,
All right.
you need to educate your boy. What's his name?
Logan. That's Logan.
All right. Hey, what's up, Logan?
I didn't mean to cut you off, but he kind of came and asked me a question. I just wanted to pop
cool.
in. And
hey, man, we're always glad to have somebody come on the podcast and just say hello. Logan, I hope you don't mind being on the YouTube. He's gonna be internet global.
So, he's about to be famous. About to be internet famous, boy.
Fuck yeah. Like I have all fucking 5 supporters. Yeah.
They're all gonna know his fucking face, his fucking big ass teeth.
This motherfucker. Dude, I'll tell you what though. I don't even remember what I was talking about, but I think that's a good place to end this because my fucking stomach is hungry. We will be discussing theories next fucking week though. I want to talk more about that simulation shit, and I want to know about more about what people think about the moon, honestly, because I've heard theories of the moon being a fucking ship. And what do you think about the earth being encapsulated by a giant fucking dome? Not flat earth. I'm just saying, just a big dome on top, like on The Simpsons.
That's okay. That's a good. Another one I want to add into this, since we're going to be bringing this, we're going to bring up the free will. That's another argument I've heard a lot of.
Ooh, that's a good one. Free fucking
Yeah.
will. Yes. All right, Gunline. Check this out. Next midweek memo. Have it on there. We're going to be talking about, do we really have free will? And if so, why do they say that our lives are already destined and planned out? Now, that's one. Now we're going to be discussing free will. We're going to be discussing simulation theory about our lives. Are we just a program? Is there a fucking nerd just watching us like the fucking Truman Show? We're going to discuss that. And what else? We got to put one more, baby. We got to get one more in there.
God, I hope not. There's some One more. We going theories or what? Because you just said we're gonna Joe Rogan this shit, and there's all types of fucking.
Yeah, we'll do fucking free will system or simulation world. Like, ooh, dude, what if we're like
theory,
fucking Westworld? Dude, what if we're like fucking Westworld, bro? Have you ever seen fucking Westworld?
Yeah.
Mind fucking blown. All right, y'all. We're gonna end it on that note. Let us know what y'all want to hear about. What you got, Cruz, before we dip out? Anything you want to say?
No. Fricker, I got your back. Haters gonna hate. All right. And God, one thing I kind of want to. Yeah, I think we're gonna talk about it next week.
What is it?
There's a certain dick rider I've kind of talked to you about before.
Ooh.
I think we should talk about that.
We might have to discuss who this dick rider is. It's
yeah.
To me, y'all too. So with that said, we'll catch y'all on the gun line next week. This weekend on the Shoot the Shit episode, I have one of my old homegirls. She was a soldier of mine, kind of, sort of, but not really. She was in golf company, if I'm not incorrect. I invited her on the gun line. She said she'll come on down. I want to get her ideas and her thoughts on her experience in the Army. It'll be my homegirl, Renee Dean. So, Dean, you're up on the chopping block in case you don't remember. So I'll see y'all this weekend. Make sure y'all tune in on Saturday. And if y'all like this shirt that y'all seeing right here, it's part of the On the Gun Line AHA, straight out of the AHA collection. Make sure y'all go check it out. The link is going to be under the or in the description. And with that said, man, I appreciate y'all being here. Dude, my mind is fucking blown right now with this goddamn simulation theory.
Hey, be ready. Do some research, boy, because I'm about to get into it.
I'm about to go down a fucking rabbit hole. I might not come out.
Yeah.
All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one out there. Love, peace, and hair grease. Rounds complete. Intermission. Gun line out. Bye, y'all.